next up, we have the 49ers and the Lions. And I know Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. JJ, I'm going to say it this way. Trey Sermon is inactive before the game, healthy scratch. He doesn't basically throw the ball to Brandon Ayuk. He goes to Debo. He brings in Trey Lance in a goal line situation who throws the ball, and that's his only pass the whole game. So it's really Jimmy G's job. And then they get the big comeback against him. Was he getting a little too cute with all these little moves, or are you really in lockstep with what he's thinking?
I am in lockstep with what he's thinking, and I understand what you're saying.
And I'm not saying I don't. I'm just sort of asking the question.
No. And here's the thing is that Kyle Shanahan's been playing games. He played games back before the draft when he let a whole lot of people think it was going to be Mac Jones that they traded up for, and then it was Trey Lance. And then throughout training camp, when the job was very obviously Jimmy Garoppolo's, when he was very clear the starter, and every player on the team knew it, Kyle Shanahan still wouldn't say who the starter was. And then just this past week, it was like, oh, yeah, by the way, I mean, I've been saying it the whole time, but you know who the starter is. It's Jimmy, right? And so now he goes into a game against the Detroit Lions, who's probably going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year. They're going to be building, but they're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Do you have to show everything that you're going to do here in week one? Why do you have to show all of your goal line packages or red zone packages with Trey Lance? You don't need him to throw the football all that much. Plus, he just had a chip in his finger the other day, so you really probably don't want him out there all that much. You're trying to stay healthy. The injury bug bit them a lot last year. So you're not throwing the whole kitchen sink in week one against the Detroit Lions of all teams. So I understand a little bit of what Kyle Shanahan's doing. I think there's a lot of gamesmanship that he's been playing the last couple of months, and it's showing, and I think it showed today.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I think offensively he's one of the best play callers in national football.
A lot to like.
I think your top three guys would be Sean Payton, Shanahan, and McVay. And I think we all would agree to that.
I'm just saying, this guy's gotten some criticism. As an offensive coordinator with his play call late in the Super Bowl when he got out a win, he's up 10 in the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. Some people, sometimes there's a little reputation that this is a genius. This is a guy who does so many things right. Does he sometimes get too cute and do we see a little flash?
You can say that about every offensive coordinator in the National Football League. Dick LeBeau told us one thing in Pittsburgh I would never forget. Offensive coordinators at the highest level, they're egocentric. They love to feed their egos. How many times you watch a ball game, 1st and 10, run the ball, you get 6 yards. 2nd down, it's a pass. Why? They have to feed their egos. And that's who Kyle Shanahan is. The same can be said for every elite-like coordinator in the National Football League who calls offensive plays. But one thing I can say about this game today, they made the Lions look like the Lions of old. They put up 41 points. Granted, had a defensive touchdown, but they were very, very efficient.
Yes,
you got sound play from your quarterback. Your starting running back went out early in the ball game, didn't miss a beat. Mitchell came in and gave over 100 yards on the ground. Debo Samuel emerged. And you talked about Brandon Ayuk. We know what type of talent he is. They didn't need him today.
And you don't have to show the league what you are doing, Brandon Ayuk and Jimmy Garoppolo right now, right?
No question. And then you still got Kittle. My only concern is defensively in the second half. They allowed some things to happen.
Talk to me about that as a defensive player when you have a big lead. Is there sometimes?
Oh, I hate it.
I hate it. So then it's not something that carries over.
But I understand. But you have something that we got to critique. But it's something that we have to critique. All right. You don't want to allow these things to surface.
Very quickly, one more in this game. When you have one pass attempt from Trey Lance and a whole host of pass attempts from Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo's the quarterback,
yes.
or is this?
I like the package. If you want to utilize Trey, I think it's best to do so in the red zone in the field.
But it's going to be 1 or 2 plays a game. That's it.
I'm okay with that. You just saw the stat when Jimmy G has been starting for San Francisco. He win ball games.
And the packages are also, they're going to grow for San Francisco. We're going to see more, but also Trey Lance he completed less than 50% of his passes in the preseason. He had 8 drops, had a whole lot of drops. Every quarterback has drops, but he's also not the great thing that should be starting right now, especially when you have Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that a lot of people have been building up Trey Lance. Kyle Shanahan, who we all agree is really good at his job, is seeing this every single day, and he's realizing we need Jimmy Garoppolo in there 98% of the time.
And I foresee the same formula that we saw with Kansas City when they drafted Pat Mahomes. They still had Alex Smith, who was more than a serviceable quarterback.
He was good at that point.
And won ball games for you. So they're not in a very, very difficult position where they got to force Trey Lance right now, because we know the issue for Jimmy G has been health. That's it. When he's healthy, you said he'd win ball games.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.